Residential report writing and case studies. Continued. Number 2, what type of income approach is typically used for small residential properties? A, gross rent multiplier. B, capitalized value of rent loss. C, discounted cash flow. Or D, depreciated cost basis. Type of income approach is typically used for small res properties. I'm going to go with A, gross rent multiplier. Number 3, for today's residential real property appraiser, the appraisal development and reporting processes A, have no relationship to one another. B, are addressed in USPAP in one standard. C, sometimes seem to overlap due to reliance on form software. Or D, should be completed on different days to avoid confusion. I'm going to go with B, are addressed in USPAP in one standard. Number 4, which of these is not one of the criteria for highest and best use? A, legally permissible. B, physically possible. C, socially acceptable. Or D, financially feasible. I'm going to go with C, socially acceptable. Number 5, Maxine has developed a credible opinion of value on a vacant lot she is appraising. What is her next responsibility? A, properly communicate this opinion to the client. B, forward an invoice for payment. C, make sure her value opinion fits the client's needs. Or D, run an AVM on the property to see if her value opinion falls within an acceptable range. I'm going to go with properly communicate this opinion to the client. Number 6, a garage building has an effective age of 5 years and a total economic life of 25 years. What is the percentage of accrued depreciation by the age life method? A, 5%. B, 20%. C, 25%. Or D, cannot determine without knowing the cost new of the improvement. I'm going to go with 20%. Number 7, the appraisal development process. A, is governed by Standard 2. B, is an intellectual process. C, must be reported in writing. Or D, communicates the value opinion to the client. I'm going to go with A. Number 8. In the reporting of a real property appraisal, it is important that the report is not A. misleading, B. fraudulent, C. both of these answers, or D. none of the above answers are correct. I'm going to go with C. Number 9. The sales comparison approach is considered to be the most relevant approach for valuing residential properties. True or false? I'm going to go true. Number 10. Standard blank covers real property appraisal development, and standard blank covers real property appraisal reporting. I'm going to go with A is standard 1 and standard 3. B is standard 1 and standard 2. C is standard 2 and standard 1. And D is standard 2 and standard 3. I'm going to go with B. Number 11. Most appraisals require blank effective date. A retrospective, B, a prospective, C, a current, or D, no. I'm going to go with C, a current. Number 12. Bart accidentally neglects to mention a significant subject property defect in his appraisal report. Bart's report would most likely be considered A. USPAP compliant, B. misleading, C. fraudulent, or D. a violation of fair housing laws. I'm going to go with B. misleading. Number 13. What is the final step in the overall appraisal process? A. reporting the appraisal, B. reconciliation, C. highest and best use analysis, or D. invoicing. I'm going to go with A. reporting the appraisal. Assessment completed. You've reached the end of this assessment. Click Finish below to see the results, or use the previous button to go back and review your answers. Finish. 76.9. You scored 76.9. You needed 75%. All right, number 1, I got wrong. Here's the question again. Eve is appraising a single-family home for a mortgage loan. Where should she go for information regarding what form and format to use in her appraisal? What form and format to use in her appraisal report? I picked USPAP, and that is wrong. The correct answer is the client and intended users. Number 2, you got right. Number 3, you got wrong. For today's residential real property appraiser, the appraisal development and reporting processes you picked are addressed in USPAP in one standard is wrong. The correct answer is sometimes seem to overlap due to reliance on form software. Oh yeah, here's some extra note. We are often appraising, developing our opinion of value, while at the same time working in our appraisal software, generating our report in a particular form or format. So the development and reporting processes seem to blend into each other in our daily appraisal practice. Chapter 1, Making the Distinction. Here was some extra notes for number 1 too. USPAP does not dictate the form, format, or style of appraisal reports. Instead, the form, format, and style of an appraisal report depend on the intended use and the needs of intended users. Chapter 1. What is the reason for this appraisal? Number 4, you got right. Number 5, you got right. Number 6, you got right. Number 7, you got wrong. The appraisal development process you chose is governed by Standard 2. That is incorrect. The correct answer is an intellectual process. Appraisal is an intellectual process whereby an appraiser forms an opinion of value. Chapter 1, Appraising versus Reporting. Number 8, you got right. Number 9, you got right. Number 10, surprisingly, you got right. Number 11, you got right. And number 12, you got right. Number 13, you got right.